Guys, today I'm going to teach you some really good tips and tricks on how to get easy headshots with your gun on Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, whether it be just so you can get kills a lot easier, because headshots do have multipliers, so engagements you'll usually win if you're trying to go for the headshots, or if you're just trying to get a camo for your gun. Now, first, you need to get your gun. I made a little class setup, but you can obviously put a lot more things on this. This only takes 8 points out of your 13 pick points. So I just picked out the 3 attachments for your gun and 2 perks that really help. So first, the autofocus sight. So this sight, I showed you guys this in the AK-12 best class setup. It will like lock in on your targets, so it makes it aiming for the head a lot easier because your target will seem a lot bigger, so the head will seem a lot bigger on your screen, which actually makes it a lot easier to shoot at. Also, I put quick draw grip on. This makes it a lot easier if you're in a close range engagement. You can just snap aim on them, and then aiming for the head and getting this to lock on them will be a lot easier. And then also using the foregrip is important if your gun isn't accurate, like the HPRA-3, so you can stay on their head. However, if you have a very accurate gun like the AK-12, something like that, you don't need a foregrip. So what I recommend is extended mags, because when you're aiming around the head, you're going to miss a lot of your shots, so you're going to run through a lot of the clip. So if you see like 2 people, you might not be able to get them both if you're aiming for the head. So extended mags will allow you to do that, which leads us into our perks, which is why I have scavenger. If you don't want to use extended mags and you want to use foregrip instead because your gun's not accurate, now you can aim for the head and you have a lot of ammo because you're going to be missing a lot of shots and you won't have to worry about running out. Also, we have toughness, which is one of the most important perks of this class setup, because usually toughness isn't that great of a perk, but when you're on a one-on-one engagement and you're aiming for their head, which is a very small target, you need to be able to stay on target and not bounce around when you're getting shot at. So it's very, very important. But other than that, the class setup's available for whatever you want. So now I'm going to show you guys some gameplay of me trying to go for headshots in the background, but I also wanted to mention some tips and like how I go for headshots. First of all, I wanted to say that you should not use stock. I forgot to mention that a second ago. Because you might think stock is really good on some guns like assault rifles to track for headshots and track your target better. However, when you're aiming around for the head, you actually move a lot more your aim, so it is actually a lot harder to go for a headshot because you'll basically be shooting around them, but you won't be able to hit them as easy. Another thing is that when you're engaging people at close range, or wherever you feel comfortable with, definitely go for hipfire, because hipfire is a really easy way to get headshots because your bullets will go in that radius and you won't have to aim in on them. And it's really easy to get headshots because usually if you hipfire and you're aiming at the upper part of their body, it'll usually just give you the headshot. Besides that, if you're aiming down sight because you're at a medium to long range fight, you definitely want to aim towards the head. Don't just shoot at their body and try to get a headshot. Shoot at their head and just like go right to left, kind of like side to side on their head. And you don't have to be perfectly accurate if they're moving. If they're standing still, you can obviously just go straight for the head. But definitely just try to move side to side and a little bit around the head, because then it'll be easier for you to get the hit markers on the head. Other than that, I mean, it's always, if you ever see someone standing still and you're behind them, if they're trying to shoot another enemy, don't just shoot them. Definitely go for what you're going for. If you're going for a headshot, don't just punch them, don't just shoot them. Definitely go for your headshot if you're behind someone or they just don't see you. But besides that, those are basically the ways you want to get headshots. Make sure to use this class setup and tell me if these things have worked for you. If you use the foregrip or the extended mags, make sure to rate, comment, and subscribe for more videos like this. But other than that, until next time, I'm out. Peace.